Okay, so just before we jump in, if you've not been to the channel before, I mainly do accessory reviews for the iPhone series, but I also do Android too. But for today, I've picked up the iPhone 15 Pro Max, which will be my iPhone for the rest of the year. And if you're interested in more case reviews and accessories, I have loads coming up for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, so make sure you jump down and subscribe. But with that in mind, let's jump in with today's review. So as I said, I picked up the Andar Aspen. The guys at Andar are really kind and they sent this over to me for review. So just before we get started, I just want to make a disclosure that I have not been paid for this review, and as I said, I was sent the product for free in return for my honest thoughts and opinions, and that's what you will get today. Apple have discontinued their leather cases and they're replacing them with the fine woven cases. I left a link down below to go check out my review I've done on those, but to be honest, in a short summary, I'm not impressed. So as someone who's a massive fan of leather cases, I used the Apple leather cases for the last 3 years, and when they were discontinued I thought, okay, I'm going to have to find an alternative, and luckily Andar reached out and said, look, we've got the best leather cases in their opinion and we'd like you to give them a try. So with all that in mind, so it's a lot to take in with the intro, but I feel like I had to give you some backstory of what's going on. Okay, so let's jump in and get it unboxed with all that in mind. So really nice packaging, and on the back it'll just tell you a bit about the company and why you should spend your money with Andar. So as it says here, the colour I've picked up is the caramel tan. So let's get this unboxed and see our first impressions. Okay, so straight off the bat, I do like the caramel tan colour. It's really nice. Let's get it out. Okay, so there's your first look at the Andar Aspen case in caramel tan. Feels really nice and smooth. Smells like genuine leather. We have a dual tone colour going on here with black and the caramel brown. Okay, so before we review the outside of the case, let's just have a look at the insides. As you can see, we do have a MagSafe case, so it's great that we have a leather case and it's MagSafe. And as you see here, it does tell us that the case is full grain leather, so really nice premium materials being used. So let's jump on the inside, and that material there, by the way, is like a fabric sway like you get on most cases with leather material. So pop it in, jump down below, guys. First thoughts, what do you think? Just initial feel, as I said, really premium, quite grippy for a leather case. Let's just move straight into how protective we are. So looking at the camera visor, we have quite good protection around the rim of the camera, and you should have no problems with it scratching, or when you lay it on the table you have plenty of protection. So really nice job there, Andar. Moving around to the top of the case, it's just smooth. Bottom of the case, as you can see, we have our new USB-C cutout, and they're all cut out perfectly by Andar. Okay, moving around to the side, so we have our volume buttons and the cutout for the new action button. So let's see if we can reach that. Okay, yeah, we can reach that fine. As you can see, I had it shortcut for the camera. Okay, so if you've been to the channel before, you know I like buttons which are nice and clicky, and the reason I like the Apple one is they were metal, but they were very, very tactile and good to press. So let's try these ones and see how we get on. As you can see, they're very tactile, easy to press. Really, really impressed. Right, let's move up to display and have a look there. So there is plenty of protection around the display, as you can see there. So I'm not too worried about dropping it. I mean, as you know, leather does kind of dent when you use it, so you're always going to get scuffs and marks, but at least you've got a decent protection going around the rim of the display. So to be honest, I think this is probably going to be my favourite leather case of the year for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I do have some other cases coming up from the likes of Nomad, which I want to test it against, but just first initial thoughts, I will say I'm super impressed. As for the price of the Andar Aspen, we'll be looking at $55 in the US, which equates to about £45 in the UK. Like I said, I really like it. The buttons are good. I like the accent colours on the rim and the buttons against the black titanium foam that I've chosen. I can't really find anything to complain with. As I said, if you've used Apple cases for the last couple of years, you're going to be looking for an alternative, and I think this probably is it. If you are interested in purchasing the case, I'll leave my affiliate link in the description down below. Please, I'd really appreciate if you use that link because it helps the channel out massively. Also, while you're there, hit subscribe, because as I said, I've got so many case reviews for the iPhone 15 Pro Max I don't want you to miss out on. So that is the Andar Aspen. I am Luke from LukeTechReviews. Thanks for watching today, guys, and see you next time.